Hey YouTube, what's up? Sorry it's been a while since I made one of these videos. I don't know, I just haven't had time, but I'm gonna try to do them at least every couple days now, because to get this over with. But today we're talking about Pink Floyd's Meddle from 1971, came out after Adam Hartmother. And there's something I forgot to mention about Adam Hartmother. That's like Rick Wright's best album with piano. My god, you hear that piano? But anyway, to Meddle, it's the album that people think is a hidden gem, but they don't even know what the hell Adam Hartmother is or stuff like that. And those are the annoying people, frankly. People that listen to Dark Side of the Moon through the wall, even beyond that. The Division Bell seems to be pretty popular, but then they don't, and then they listen to Meddle after that and think they're the coolest person ever, but they don't know what the first uh, four albums are. And I've never been one of those people, really. I've always liked the early years. And I was actually smart when I got the Discovery box set. I I sat and listened to the CDs chronologically. Of course, I've heard Dark Side of the Moon, Wish You Were Here, and The Wall before, and even the Division Bell because my mom bought it for herself, and unfortunately, Momentary Lapse of Reason was one of the first ones I heard because again, my mom bought it for herself. She's like in love with Gilmore or something, but then I sat and listened to these albums all the way through, and yeah, I liked all of them pretty much. Uh, but so so yeah, there's this whole thing. Adam Hartmother. I did a video about it months ago. Seems like eons ago, but it was Adam Hartmother versus Meddle, and that video got one like and about 12 dislikes, I think. I understand why. I mean, it's just me stating what I feel, which happens to be what I think is makes more sense than anyone else. Uh, I said that I think I even mentioned this whole thing about people thinking Meddle is a hidden gem or something. Really, it's not that hidden. It's pretty popular, actually. Of their first 7 albums before Dark Side of the Moon, Meddle, I think, is the most popular. It's not even that early of an album. It's like after that when there's only one more early album before Dark Side of the Moon. Usually the early years seem to be Piper to Obscured by Clouds. But 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 to the sound of the album, I will say it. I guess it has probably better production than Adam Hartmother. That doesn't mean I like it more. They're they're not that far away from each other on my ranking scale. I should do that someday. Try to rank these albums. God, that would be the hardest thing ever. Uh, Meddle is probably about my fifth favorite. Somewhere around there. Somewhere around number 5. I don't know exactly, but I like the sound effects that they put in it, the wind sounds and stuff like that. I like listening to the album on rainy days because it's because it has that atmosphere about it, like the wind howling and stuff like that. And the song Echoes has that atmosphere too. Like it would be awesome seeing them play that song in the rain. But, and I heard many people say this is their favorite album by Pink Floyd. It ain't quite my favorite, but it's never really been my favorite. Most other ones have, but never this one. So it has One of These Days. Of course, that's one of their best songs. Not much to say about that. I like the spoken part that Nick Mason does. And then there's A Pillow of Wind's a nice acoustic song with the steel pedal, whatever you call it. And Fearless, kind of similar to the last song, but the more upbeat. And there's actually a drum beat in it throughout the whole thing. And then I always like that part at the end with those people singing at some soccer game or whatever it was. And then we have two songs that no one likes, but I at least like the next one, San Tropez. It seems like no one likes that song. I only met two people maybe three people that like this song. Everyone else doesn't. But it's a nice upbeat song by Roger Waters. Nice to listen to. And then we get Seamus, which I think is one of the worst Pink Floyd songs. I don't hate it. But come on, it really is if you take a look at it. I've heard Seamus be compared to Alan's Psychedelic Breakfast. They're both songs with a lot of sound effects. Of course, one's way longer than the other. One's way shorter. But they're both songs that no one seems to like. That's another thing I don't get. Why is the people say this is their favorite album and they don't like two songs from it? I don't get that. Yeah, Seamus is just a blues song with very little lyrics, and the dog barking sound effect, which annoyed me the first time I heard it. I got kind of used to it, but it's still not a favorite at all. Besides the most of the Momentary Lapse of Reason album, this is one of the worst. I don't know what's the worst song by them besides a few of the Momentary Lapse of Reason songs, but which isn't. And remember, Momentary Lapse of Reason isn't even Pink Floyd. It's just called Pink Floyd for money. But hey, at least the Seamus is only 2 minutes long. And then we get Echoes, which obviously the best song on here. Every time someone says it's not the best song, I correct them. It is the best song. This, One of These Days are the two best songs. And then Fearless. But it's one of the best songs ever recorded. Not much to say. You all know it. The distorted piano, the part in the middle with the weird guitar noises. It's a glorious song, and if you say it's their best song, I won't argue. It could be their best song. But I mean, used to I wouldn't give this album a perfect score because of Seamus, but I don't really mind it anymore. I'll give this album at least a 9.5. Maybe a 10. I really like it. It's not my favorite, but it's one of my favorites. Is it their best? No. It has 2 songs no one likes on it. I like Adam Hart Mother, Uma Guma, Saucer Full of Secrets, and Piper at the Gates of Dawn more, but this is a really good one. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow, maybe not. I have an update video coming up soon, so stay tuned for that. I'll either see you on that video or the Obscured by Clouds review. I'll do one of them tomorrow and one the next day, I guess. So, thanks for watching. Leave comments to say what you think. And I'll see you next time. Bye.